Hi, I'm Ann Glessner, the 100 Women Who Care of Northern Door County nonprofit coordinator and board member. Welcome to our virtual nonprofit presentation for our January 25th, 2021 meeting. If you're like me, you're in total denial that 2021 is here, but delighted to have 2020 behind you. We're still so disappointed that we can't all be together again this quarter, but excited to host another virtual meeting and keep our quarterly giving going. I'll be the host for this short video and ask the questions for the 5-minute Q&A. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome 100 Women Who Care member, Sherry Muchler, who will be presenting on behalf of her nomination of Door County's Cradle to Career, and also welcome Cradle to Career coordinator, Chris Miller. So with that, I'll go ahead and turn it over to Sherry.
Thank you, Ann. I appreciate it. And I also appreciate being here today to share with you information about Door County Cradle to Career. Door County Cradle to Career was initiated in 2014 when multiple Door County agencies, including Lakeshore CAP, United Way, Door County Departments of Health and Human Services, Family Services of Northeastern Wisconsin, and NWTC discussed and perceived a gap in services for pregnant and parenting residents of Door County with young children. So they decided to conduct a survey of 17 organizations in Door County that serve this population. And what they found from the survey was that there were key needs that this population, pregnant and parenting residents of Door County with young children, that they had. And these needs included basic needs, positive parenting information, career development, and how to get an education, educational attainment. These were all priorities. So in response to this survey, a part-time case manager program called Door County Cradle to Career was created at Lakeshore CAP. Cradle to Career is a no fee for service program, and Chris, as was indicated, is the coordinator. She works with clients 20 hours a week to help them set a personal goal plan in terms of their response to their needs. Chris Miller, we're very fortunate to have you, Chris, is a registered nurse with a career in women's health. So she is almost custom fit for her coordinator position. She currently provides this long-term case management and personalized goal plan for 13 clients. Cradle to Career has been partially funded since 2015 through grants and donations from the United Way, Raybrook Foundation, churches, the Community Foundation, the Women's Fund of Door County, and also individual donors. And then Lakeshore CAP provides additional funding for Cradle to Career to cover things like overhead operating expenses, staffing, supervision, and training. What Chris is involved with is the personalized goal plan for each client, and it focuses on strategies to help them become more self-sufficient. How can they ensure family safety and wellness? How can they improve their educational goals by perhaps finishing high school, by perhaps enrolling in NWTC or other opportunities for training and education? And also, how can they grow their career to be more self-sufficient? In addition to the mentioned strategic partners that we discussed and began working with back in 2014, Chris collaborates with many other organizations, Cradle to Career and the Partnership for Children and Families, and Family Services of Northeastern Wisconsin. Currently, right now, are developing together a Welcome Baby comprehensive service model with the intent of implementing it with Door County Medical Center. This would be for new babies and their moms. Clients are mostly single moms in their 20s with children under the age of 5. And Chris is working with them on 3 key areas: career development and becoming more self-sufficient. So many of the clients that Chris has worked with, she has worked with them regarding enrollment in NWTC and getting them to be comfortable with the admissions program. What do they do about financial aid? Obviously, most of the single moms, that's a key issue for them. And if they did not graduate from high school, how can they accomplish getting their GED? Currently, 3 of Chris's clients are enrolled at NWTC based on the goal plan that they created with Chris, and there are more anticipated in January as well. Chris has also collaborated with the Invest, Dream, Achieve program at NWTC, which was a program funded by the Women's Fund of Door County. She interacts, and this is their mutual clients, students that are enrolled in the IDA program and who also see Chris as well. So she's helped them become successful in that program in addition to the staff there. And then she's also worked with at the job center with taking clients there, helping familiarize them with the job center, working with the staff at the job center. The other issues that Chris deals with are strong basic needs. One client she's worked with for 3 years with children under 5, and they have family out of state and they need emotional support. She's also worked with another family where they have a special needs child, and she does staffing at the middle school with that person. And unfortunately, my notes are upside down. But Chris works with so many issues with so many needs. Diapers, helping her clients find diapers, childcare, high chairs, gas cards, applying for SSI, energy assistance, and temporary housing, debt management, budgeting. These are all areas that Chris works with her clients with. And the last thing that she's worked with is helping school-age parents. And she has one school-age parent right now who's been with Chris for 5 years, who's enrolled at NWTC and looking to become an RN in her future. And her words sum up our program: "I couldn't have done this without you." Thank you, Ann.
So thank you, Sherry. And with that, we'll give Chris here a minute to unmute, and we'll start the 5-minute Q&A. So Chris, I know that yours is a paid staff position. So how is that vital to your objectives, and what role, if any, do volunteers play within Door County's Cradle to Career program?
Volunteers play an immense role in the Cradle to Career program, and our two of our volunteers are Sherry and Joanne Apor, who were the co-chairs of our steering committee, and they were on it from ground zero when Door County Cradle to Career began, and they bring a depth and breadth of experience that is so helpful, and they each come from different backgrounds. Joanne was the manager of economic support for Door County Human Services, and Sherry is a retired school counselor. So they are always available for me and give great input and guidance, and are just invaluable. I think it'd be very difficult to have the coordinator position be a volunteer position. It really requires a certain background, education, training. There's a lot of on-the-job training, but what you bring to it from past experience, past jobs, really lends to the service that we provide for our clients. So at 20 hours a week, you have to be very committed, very focused, and the confidentiality that is required, the ability to speak with people and inspire their trust and confidence and motivate them to change behavior. There's a whole lot of experience that is required to do that.
Okay, thank you. So in terms of your funding, I know that a significant portion comes from the United Way, but where else do you get your funds for support of the program?
I can probably jump in here because we want to use Chris in her position as the case manager supporting clients. So Chris has really not been involved with the financial aspect of the program. We've written grants since its inception. The United Way grant was one of them. We've also gotten the grants that I mentioned earlier, and donations. And then to supplement dollars that we're not getting from grants, the Lake Shore CAP has community block grants that are government dollars that are given to areas, including Door County, to support programs related just like Cradle to Career. So that's pretty much where the dollars and the funding have come from since our inception.
Okay, so
Sorry to jump in, Chris.
well, no, thank you, Sherry. It's definitely a tag team, so that's good. I guess staying along the lines of funding, so what's the intention of where the award money will go from 100 Women Who Care? What will that directly benefit?
Those funds I know will go towards my salary and the training, everything involved with being prepared to provide the services that I do.
Okay, very good. And can you maybe explain a little bit for us how COVID-19 has impacted what you've seen in terms of community need, and maybe what your perspective is on that relative to the program?
Some of the clients that I started with during COVID were people who were doing fine before COVID. I had a married couple and they both were working. With COVID, one of the jobs ended because it was a restaurant job. So they were in a situation that they had never faced before, where they needed to know what benefits were out there they could access, what resources could get them through until they could both be working again. And so that was more of a short-term relationship, but that was one family that was definitely impacted by COVID. Some of the other families, I had a single mom who worked full time, but because there were periods of time when she needed to be quarantined with her son because he was school age and they had been exposed. So she had to keep her daycare spot, but she wasn't getting a subsidy to pay for that. So she needed help paying for childcare to keep that spot open. That was directly COVID related. Some of the people have experienced delays in unemployment, and so they needed to find resources that could help fill that gap until unemployment kicked in again for whatever reason that it was delayed. One benefit I have seen, we try to find the silver lining in the clouds, that NWTC is offering more online classes now. So moms who are staying home with their babies because they don't want to put their child in daycare and take a chance of exposing them to COVID, more of them are considering and starting NWTC because they can take the online classes from home.
Great, thank you. It's always nice to hear the positive benefits as well in terms of the unexpected. So with that, actually, our 5 minutes is up. I know that the 10 minutes goes really quick. I want to thank again both Sherry and Chris for their time and support of the 100 Women Who Care Giving Circle, and certainly for all that Chris does in the community in her role. And thanks to all the members who are watching and for your support of the 100 Women Who Care of Northern Door County and also our community. Don't forget to place your vote for your nonprofit, and be sure to join us online on January 25th for our virtual meeting. Thanks, everyone.